Hello there, I'm Melissa and this is technically my second nail art tutorial because I accidentally deleted my first one. So after I had a huge sulk about it yesterday, I decided I'd come back and do another one anyway. So I've taken off the gels that I had on yesterday and I've just replaced most of them with a nice nude base because I'll be practicing nail art with you guys on my Facebook channel at Coffee Tipsy Beauty. So if you want to nail art along with me on those, then just follow me there and you'll see hopefully weekly, maybe bi-weekly nail art tutorials of just fun things I feel like doing. Going to keep it fun and we're going to use nail art tools around the house. But for this video, I've called it Nail the Basics. Get it? Nail it. And we are just going to look at a natural nail here, which I have got completely free of gel. And we're just going to give it the basic prep that you need before you do a normal manicure and before you use regular polish on your nail. So let's get started. So what do you need? So what I'd suggest you need is first some cuticle pushers. So if you are very new to maintaining your cuticles, then I would suggest using an orange wood stick like this with a hoofed end because it's a lot more gentle than this metal tool here. If you do have a metal tool, then you'll be aware that they are very sharp and should ideally only be used by your beautician and a professional that has been trained to use them because you can damage the nail. But if you do have one of these, I'm going to show you how to use it anyway, because that's what I'll be using in the video. You'll also need your nail file, so please excuse this one, it is well used. So this, you can see it's got the number on here. This is the gel bottle. It's by the Gel Bottle brand, which is a really lovely brand. They're vegan and cruelty free, and their sister brand is peachy.com, and you know that I'm a Peachy brand rep for them, so you can get 10% off using a code of mine, and I earn a little bit of commission, and I also get to promote an amazing beautiful brand. So on here there's a number 220, 240, so that's the how coarse the nail file is. So this one is quite a soft one, which is why it's ideal for using on the natural nail. You can get lower grits, so the lower you go, the more coarse they get. So always stay at around here for your natural nails. Otherwise you'll get one that's far too coarse and it will damage your nail, so you don't want that to happen. So each side is slightly different. One side is 220, which you can feel is the softer side. No, other way around, which you can feel is the coarser side, and 240, which is the softer side. So you'd need a nail file as well, and then also you're going to need a cuticle oil. So right now I've got my Magpie Nourish to Flourish cuticle oil. You can order this yourself from the magpie.com website. It's beautiful, it has a lovely rose scent, and I'll be showing you soon when my peachy goodies come in the mail, the peachy cuticle oil as well. But this is very important to use twice a day around your cuticles. Keep your nails long and strong, even when they're painted and even when they have gels on. It's very important, so have one of those handy. If you've got nail polish on at the moment, you need to take it off, then I highly recommend this nail polish remover. It's the most beautiful nail polish remover I've ever found, and actually instead of drying out your nails, it leaves your nails feeling really soft and shiny. Not soft, but like really shiny and beautiful. You can see it's got aloe vera and vitamin E, and it's acetone free, so this is fine for using with your usual nail polish, not gel polishes. So yeah, it's really truly beautiful. It's cruelty free and it's from Superdrug, and it's really cheap. I think it was like £1.20 or something like that, and it's often on offer in there as well. So highly recommend this one. I'm going to show you a little bit of it as if I did have nail polish on anyway, so you can have a look at how glossy it will make my nail. And also, if you have one, this is a little buffer, again, well used. I need to get myself a new one. I just don't often do natural nails for my clients. They always have gel, so I haven't gotten around to getting a new buffer tool yet. So you can use one of these if you'd like to really buff up your nails and shine them. Similarly, if you've got one of those nail blocks that you often get in little nail kits and gifts around Christmas time, they're like a rectangular block and each side has a different thing on it. So it's got like a nail file, it's got a buffer, it's got a shiner. If you've got one of those, then use that as well and use the really smooth side to give that nail a great shine and a great buff. I'm going to show you how to get the shiniest natural nail ever. Okay, so I think that's enough about the tools. So what we're going to do first is we are going to just shape our nail. So mine's pretty neat at the moment. I'm going to be extending this nail with gel later on, which I won't be showing you because we're just talking about natural nails now. So all I need to do is just shape that into the shape I want, and at the moment it's in a lovely neat round shape anyway, so I'm just going to keep it like that. So when filing a natural nail, you want to imagine the nail is in half. You never want to seesaw across the whole nail because this can cause stress to the nail and cause damage. So what you want to do is you want to file into the middle, and again on that side, and you start to get that shape. I never ever use nail clippers, never ever, and I say this to my clients. I often get asked, why don't you just clip my nails shorter? Why do you take the time to file them down? Because clipping them can add stress onto the nail as well, and I just want your natural nails to be as strong and beautiful as they can be. So I do take that extra time filing down the length rather than clipping down the length. So if you really want to look after your nails, it's worth putting the time and effort in for that. So I've given them a little shape. Now I'm going to grab my cuticle tool. So I'm going to show you with the orange wood stick first. So a little trick is you can soak your cuticles first in a bit of warm soapy water, and that will soften them up, especially if you've got quite a lot of growth. So on this one you can see I've got quite a lot of growth there. On my others, they're all nicely pushed back and neat. So what you want to do is you don't want to force that back entirely. If it's not moving back, then don't force it back. You just keep maintaining your nails regularly, your cuticles at least once a week. Have a little push, and if they are really stubborn, then just soften them a little bit in the water. But eventually, the more you treat them each week, the more they are going to push back. So don't worry if they don't go all the way back straight away, because the cuticle, it is there for a reason. It's there to protect the base of your nail, and if the cuticle gets damaged, then it can damage the whole nail, and it takes months for a nail to grow out and get back to normal. So you do want to be really careful. So I've swapped to my metal tool now. So if you have a metal tool, make sure you don't dig in to your nail. Make sure you just gently go across the surface. You don't want to be digging in here, and you want to be really soft and gentle. So that's with this rounded side here. When you come to using this other side, again, you want to just go across the surface of the nail. You don't want to be pushing in and digging in or anything like that. It doesn't bear thinking about, does it? Just want to gently lift any cuticle that is left on the nail surface. And you'll see I start right at the top here, because you can get some right over the nail plate, and this is quite a sticky substance when it starts to grow, so you want to make sure that's not on there if you're going to paint or re-gel your nails, because it can affect how beautifully the colours go on, and with gel nails it can affect the adhesion of the gel as well. So you want to make sure you really get rid of all of this. I love doing my cuticles. That's why I've got barely any to tidy up, because I do them all the time. I'll sit there in the evening watching the telly and I'll give them a tidy, just because it's really satisfying. So you can see it's gotten a lot neater. And if you've got some stubborn bits on the surface, you can take your nail file and just lightly buff to get rid of those last little bits. Be careful not to buff too much. There you go, nice neat cuticle area now. So I was going to show you what the nail polish remover was like, as if I was removing some nail polish. So I'll just show you that now. I'm just going to grab a cotton pad and put some onto the cotton pad here. So I don't know why, but with my nail tutorial videos, I seem to go really posh. I am from Somerset, and I'm from a little town in Somerset. So I don't know why all of a sudden my accent just disappears. But when I'm doing my makeup tutorials, it definitely stays. So yeah, I'm just going to pretend I'm removing that polish there. And look at that, you can see how nourishing it is rather than drying for the nail, because of those beautiful oils it's got in there. Lovely, looks lovely and clean. Okay, I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee here. Always have a cup of coffee ready for when you're doing anything like this. Because if you're waiting for your nails to dry and things like that, you can have a sip of your coffee and make it a truly relaxing self-care experience. Okay. So I've got a lovely, beautiful natural nail there. So I'm going to show you how to make it super duper shiny as well. So again, take your nail file, and you want to just gently buff over the nail here, like that, just ever so slightly. And you want to grab your cuticle oil and just paint your nail with it. Really rub that in. And you can buff that in slightly as well. And then if you have got one of these buffers or that 4-way block, then really shine it up. This is also really satisfying. Then you've got a gorgeous, shiny, beautiful natural nail. So yeah, that's how you can treat your natural nails and do a natural nail manicure. If you were to then paint these, you want to just take some nail polish remover again, preferably not the lovely nourishing one. You'd want to take a different one. So I have got an acetone-free one here, but minus all those gorgeous oils, because you want to be working with a dry, dehydrated base when you do put your nail polish on, because of the adhesion. Okay, so that was my second / actual first nail tutorial. So yeah, I'm really annoyed that my first one didn't show. Well, I accidentally deleted it after all the editing and everything. Of course I did. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe, and there'll be many more to come that aren't as boring. So if you did persevere through this one, thank you very much. It wasn't the most exciting nail tutorial, but I did want to start with the very, very basics. Let me know how you get on and show me your beautiful, natural, shiny nails. Thank you. Bye. Bye.